Browns audition 40 TD QB after promoting Shedeur Sanders. The Cleveland Browns have their quarterback room set for Week 6 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but a new addition to the franchise could be on the way. Third-round pick Dillon Gabriel is the starter, while fellow rookie Shedeur Sanders is now QB2. Bailey Zapp, a 4-year NFL veteran who has spent all season on the practice squad up to this point, is now third-string/Cleveland's emergency signal caller should Gabriel and Sanders both suffer injuries during the same game. That leaves a spot on the practice squad for a fourth quarterback, should Cleveland decide to fill one of the PS slots with a fourth passer, something the team did for 5 weeks before trading veteran Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals on Tuesday, October 7th. The Browns took a significant step in that direction on Friday, hosting workouts for 9 players including former Chicago Bears quarterback Austin Reed. #Browns worked out Elijah Cooks, Magdalena, Bryson Green, Jaquan Jackson, DJ Johnson, Ja Joyner, Nick Kubitz, Cameron McGrone, and Austin Reed. Aaron Wilson of KPRC2 in Houston reported via X on October 10th. Austin Reed racked up huge numbers in college at Western Kentucky. Reed joined the Bears in 2024 as an undrafted rookie out of Western Kentucky, which is also the alma mater of Zapp, potentially Reed's new teammate if he catches on with the practice squad in Cleveland following his tryout Friday. Shedeur Sanders now one promotion away from first regular season action in NFL. While it would undoubtedly be a story if the Browns ultimately sign Reed to the practice squad, particularly with regards to the health of veteran QB Deshaun Watson, who continues to rehabilitate from a twice-torn Achilles tendon, the biggest news at the quarterback position in Cleveland this week was twofold. First and foremost was the organization's decision to trade Flacco and a 6th-round draft pick to the division rival Bengals in return for a 5th-rounder. Second was the team's call to promote Sanders to the role of QB2. The 5th-round pick was noticeably buoyed by the developments when speaking with reporters on Thursday. "I'm in a great mental space overall. So, I would say you tend to get a little bit more excited when you see a light at the end of the tunnel," Sanders said. "We're going to make sure we do everything we can to make sure Dillon's ready for the game. Whatever that means. I'm overly confident within myself. I know when I first got here, I'm ready to play, but it's up to the coaches and whatever decision they make then, I'm fine with." The Browns head to Pittsburgh, 3-1, on Sunday as 6.5-point underdogs, per ESPN Bet. The Cleveland Browns thought they'd found their moment of clarity when they promoted Shedeur Sanders to the number 2 quarterback role. But just as the dust began to settle in Berea, Ohio, the franchise that thrives on quarterback chaos lit another fuse. The Browns, never shy of drama, have reportedly brought in a 40-touchdown college sensation for an audition, and the move has everyone wondering, are they truly committed to Shedeur Sanders, or are they just keeping the quarterback carousel spinning? It was a crisp Monday morning at Cross Country Mortgage Campus when word spread like wildfire. A tall, confident figure stepped onto the practice field, his golden arm drawing eyes even before his helmet went on. The whispers confirmed it. The Browns were giving an audition to a quarterback who threw 40 touchdowns last season in college, a gunslinger whose stats made scouts drool but whose path to the NFL had somehow gone quiet. His name? Marcus Harlan. A small school legend out of Coastal Plains University, Harlan's highlight reel was a fever dream of deep bombs, broken tackles, and improbable comebacks. He wasn't drafted, but he'd been on the Browns' radar since minicamp. Now, after Shedeur Sanders' rise to backup QB behind rookie Dillon Gabriel, Harlan's timing was, well, suspiciously perfect. A test of faith. Shedeur Sanders, still adjusting to his sudden promotion, noticed the buzz from across the field. He didn't flinch. "That's the business," he said later in a calm voice. "You can't be afraid of competition. If someone throws 40 touchdowns, you shake his hand and show him why you belong here too." That poise had become Shedeur's trademark, the same composure that made his father, Deion Sanders, beam on draft night. But this was Cleveland, not Colorado. In this city, quarterbacks are tested not just by opponents, but by uncertainty itself. Head coach Kevin Stefanski and GM Andrew Berry had a plan, or at least they claimed they did. Promoting Shedeur had been the bold move, the headline grabber, the new chapter after trading veteran Joe Flacco. But behind closed doors, sources say the team wasn't done tinkering. They love Shedeur's leadership, but they want insurance, an insider said. The AFC North is brutal. They need arms, ideas, and options. So they brought in the 40 TD kid, not as a threat, they insisted, but as an evaluation opportunity. That phrase alone sent sports radio shows into overdrive. The tryout. Harlan's tryout was more spectacle than secret. Cameras caught nearly every throw. Onlookers watched as he launched 60-yard passes with ease, each spiraling through the Ohio air like a laser-guided missile. A few scouts exchanged impressed looks. But Shedeur, just yards away, wasn't fazed. When his turn came, he executed Stefanski's script with precision, short, sharp reads, and rhythm-based throws. While Harlan flashed fireworks, Shedeur demonstrated control. "You could tell he was in command," said one assistant coach afterward. "He wasn't trying to out-throw anyone. He was outthinking them." That difference mattered. In a league obsessed with arm talent, Shedeur's strength was his mind, his ability to read defenses, to manipulate safeties, to play chess while others played checkers. But Cleveland fans? They love fireworks. They've been burned by game managers before. And so the debate began. Do you bet on the flash of the 40 TD arm or the discipline of the Sanders brand? Deion's shadow and Shedeur's response. Shedeur's father didn't need to speak publicly. His presence loomed large enough. Reporters joked that Deion probably already had notes on Harlan's throwing motion. But Shedeur brushed it all off. "People see my name and think I'm always being watched," he told a local station. "That's cool. But my job isn't to live up to anyone's expectations. It's to win football games. Period." Still, everyone knew this was a moment of truth. The Browns hadn't signed Harlan yet, but the message was clear. Competition never sleeps. Stefanski, ever the diplomat, told reporters that the team evaluates every opportunity to improve. Translation: no one's job is safe. Yet, in private, sources said the coaching staff had been quietly impressed by Shedeur's growth since being elevated. He'd spent extra hours in the film room, working on footwork and blitz recognition. Receivers spoke about his growing command in the huddle. "He's starting to sound like the guy," one veteran said. "Not just a backup." Browns history repeating. For decades, the Browns have lived and died by quarterback storylines. Couch, Quinn, Manziel, Mayfield, Watson. Each era began with a promise and ended with a headline. The arrival of a 40 TD gunslinger only added another layer to that long, unpredictable saga. But some analysts argued the audition wasn't about replacing anyone, it was about pressure.